Welcome back to another episode of Kids Black History!
Kids Black History!
Okay, today guys, we're going to be looking at an area of the US that was one of the first centers for black-run businesses in America. Da-da-da! Black Wall Street. Nowadays, there are many different companies in the world that are black-run and founded that are doing very well, like Bridgewater Interiors and Inclusive Data Solutions, who makes lots of money each year. But back in the day, it was a lot harder for black people to start a business. And Black Wall Street helped to change that and pave the way for black businesses to become successful. So guys, before we get into this interesting video, make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe the button down below. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, subscribe! Welcome to the KVH family! During a difficult time for black people, a group in Durham in North Carolina were making strides in business that helped them out greatly. It was home to mechanics and Farmers Bank and North Carolina Mutual. Let's go back to the beginning, way back into the day to see how it happened. Black-owned businesses in Durham can be traced back to the work of two African-American businessmen named John Merritt and Charles Spaulding. They gave leadership skills and business know-how that was needed for the beginning of Black Wall Street. The arrival of John Merritt changed the identity of black businessmen. Merritt was able to reach a high place in the community through his long-standing friendship with Washington D. Originally a barber, Merritt gained enough money through income and loans to open North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance, which was later expanded with the efforts of Charles Spaulding. Serving as the president of North Carolina Mutual, started in 1923, Spaulding had a reputation as America's leading black businessman. In 1900, when Spaulding became general manager, North Carolina Mutual was on the brink of shutting down. By 1910, the company was titled the world's largest black business ever. Spaulding and two of the original founders, John Merritt and Dr. Ammon Moore, were praised in the African American community as the triumvirate, the prime example of Booker T. Washington's black captains of industry. By using their success to provide employment for fellow African Americans, these amazing figures of Black Wall Street made it grow even more. Black Wall Street was a 4-block district on Paris Street nicknamed in reference to the district of New York City where lots of business is done. Other cities around the US, including Tulsa, began to follow, and the two became the center of black life in business. But Black Wall Street had a few tension. At this point in time, the black and white communities will argue all the time. But that didn't seem to be the case in Durham. Durham's rich white population helped out with two forms: money and racial tolerance. The first form, money, was the key reason Black Wall Street came to be. Merritt's original insurance company was partially funded by his long-standing friend, Washington Duke, and white capitalist Julian Carr. At the time, these ventures were recorded as the largest investment by a white man in black enterprise. White bankers even aided in the organization of the first black bank. By bridging the gap between white people and current African Americans, white industrialists paved the path for blacks to continue expanding Black Wall Street. It just goes to show what can be achieved when people put aside their differences and work together. The Duke family was actively involved, funding a number of businesses on Black Wall Street. The positive relationships between this white elite family and black entrepreneurs helped money to flow between the two groups. This openly positive attitude towards the black community stemmed from Washington Duke's original opposition to the treatment of black people before the Civil War. Black Wall Street helped pave the way for black businesses in America. It began to tear down the boundaries between the black and white business owners and allowed the way to be paved for even more black businesses to be founded, some of which are still going today. Well guys, Black Wall Street is brilliant, guys. Imagine having a successful black-owned business. What a brilliant dream, guys. Imagine people were treating black Americans just because of the color of their skin unfairly. That is not fair. I think they should all be treating each other the same and treat them fairly, like good, and then they should, but I think they got over that by now because that was a long time ago. Anyways, let's get back to the video. About the great Dr. Martin Luther King. He is a huge figure in black history because he made huge changes in the world. He is a very important person to learn about. So guys, let's get started. But before we get into this video, guys, I need you to do one little thing. Make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe the button down below. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subscribe! Welcome to the KBA family! Welcome to the KBH family!
So who is Dr. Martin Luther King, Raya?
He was a civil rights activist in the 1950s and 60s. Civil rights mean that every person is entitled to basic rights. It means that no matter of your skin color, gender, religion, disability or age, you should not be discriminated against. Discrimination is where people treat you unfairly and judge you just because you have different skin, or if you're a boy or a girl, or if you have a disability, or a different religion, or even a different age to someone else. To discriminate someone is very mean. And Dr. Martin Luther King did not like this discrimination.
Dis a what?
Discrimination. One type of discrimination which was happening in the 1950s and 1960s in America was racism, guys. This is where white Americans were treating black Americans unfairly just because of the color of their skin. At this time, black people were told to sit at the back of the bus in Montgomery, USA. One brave lady, Rosa Parks, refused to give her a seat to a white man. This led Martin Luther King Jr. to organize the Montgomery bus boycott. This meant he let black people into the city to not take the bus until they changed the law. The boycott lasted over a year long. This also led Martin Luther King to be arrested. Oh my gosh, I think Rosa Parks got arrested as well because she sat in the front of the bus and then they said sit at the back and she just refused and then I think she arrested her. That's what I think.
You are absolutely right, Raya. That happened to Rosa Parks and Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, people even bombed his home. However, due to determination and people coming together, Dr. Martin Luther King was successful and they ended segregation on the buses. The most famous thing Martin Luther King is famous for is his I Have a Dream speech. In 1963, Martin Luther King was at the March on Washington with over 25,000 people. I'm okay. The march was organized to end segregation. Here he delivered I Have a Dream speech. This is now one of the famous speeches in history! This is a huge success, and the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. Wow guys, what an amazing legend Martin Luther King was. Such a huge influence on our lives. He made a massive difference in the way we live. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King.
Look where I am, guys! I'm at the traffic light! Today, guys, we have an awesome episode for you. Let's get right into the video! Kids Black History!
Hi guys, I'm Maya. Welcome back to another episode of Kids Black History. Today guys, we're learning about a brilliant black inventor. His name is Garrett Morgan.
That's right, Raya, we are learning about another black inventor. But let's remind everyone what an inventor means.
Yes, inventor means somebody that created something new or discovered something for the first time. Now, Garrett Morgan was a man of many talents. He didn't just invent one thing, he invented loads. Let's go through his inventions, guys. Garrett Morgan's most known invention was the traffic light. Although traffic signals already existed, the signals only had a stop and a go. Garrett Morgan added a third signal to make it much safer with using the road. This helped to regulate the vehicles. This was called a free position traffic signal or traffic light.
That's right, Raya. Garrett Morgan witnessed a bad accident on the road and he just knew he could make the signals much safer.
1923, on November the 20th, Garrett Morgan was able to patent this amazing invention.
Patent? What's a patent, Raya?
Well guys, when an inventor creates something new, they can request a patent to make their inventions their own.
Amazing, Raya.
Garrett Morgan was able to patent the traffic signal in America, Great Britain and Canada. Garrett Morgan's invention was affordable to create, so they were able to make even more traffic signals, making the roads even safer. Bye, let's go and check some traffic lights. Come on guys, let's go. Right guys, let's go and find some traffic lights. Go.
Here we are at the traffic lights, guys! Look! As you can see, our traffic lights today operate on a freeway system, just as Garrett Morgan invented. That means to stop, and that means to get ready. 3 means to go. This traffic light is awesome. What a great invention! All these cars are now safe. Enter to the studio, guys.
Guys, that was fun checking out with the traffic lights.
Raya, tell us a little bit more about Garrett Morgan.
Garrett Morgan was a black man born in Powers, Kentucky, America, 1877. He began as a handyman, learning how to fix things. One of the things that Garrett Morgan used to fix was sewing machines. He then learned how to improve the machine and obtain a patent for it.
Garrett Morgan later experimented with various chemicals to create a solution to fixing fictions or showing machine needles. But Garrett Morgan realized that the solution straightened the phrase of the cloth. He then tested the chemical in his hair. Guys, guess what? It worked! He began to sell this chemical to African Americans to use on their hair. Guys, I don't know why they wanted it though. It's because Afro hair is beautiful and curly. That was a long time ago, guys. Garrett Morgan was also the inventor of the improved gas mask. He made this safety hood, so when you wear the mask, you're not breathing in and much smoke and pollution. Guys, you don't want to smell those bad smoke because that's a bad thing to smell. The soldiers in World War I were able to use this gas mask and were protected by Garrett Morgan's great invention!
Wow, Raya, Garrett Morgan was an important black person in our history.
Yes, guys. I mean, just think about how many billions of people use the traffic lights today, all across the world, keeping people safe everywhere. Guys, remember this lesson and think about all the important black inventors of history. They played an important part in the world. I hope you enjoyed learning, guys, about this great black inventor, Garrett Morgan! Right, guys, I'm going to show you filament. So where you see those strings wobbling when I do that, that is the filament. Oh my gosh, the lights that I can't see! Kids Black History! Hi guys, I'm here! Welcome back to another episode of Kids Black History! Today we're going to be talking about, oh my gosh, the lights that I can't see! Thank goodness guys, the lights are back on!
What is that in your hand?
It's a light bulb. Thank goodness for light bulbs, we can see. So as I was saying, guys, today we're going to be looking at amazing inventor like this.
That's right. Today we're going to be focusing on an amazing inventor. But what does an inventor mean, Raya?
An inventor means somebody that created something new or discovered something for the first time. When the inventor creates something new, they can request a patent to make it their own.
Brilliant! So which inventor are we talking about today?
Today we're going to be talking about Louis Latimer. He is considered to be one of the top most important black inventors ever, guys. He's a genius.
So what did Louis Latimer invent, Raya?
Well, first we need to mention this man, Thomas Edison, who is credited everywhere as the inventor of the light bulb. However, guys, this is not solely true. There were many early versions of the light bulb. Edison did build an incandescent electric light, but the lamp only burned for a few hours. Guys, it needed to be improved. And that's where Louis Latimer comes in.
So Raya, why is light so important?
Light is important because when one light drops and it goes dark, then you weren't able to see, and then when you're gonna go in the night, then you'll bump your head, and then you're gonna have to feel where you're going. Guys, light is really important.
Okay, so Raya, tell us a little bit more about Louis Latimer.
Louis Latimer was born on September the 4th, 1848. That was a long time ago, guys. He was born in Chelsea, Massachusetts, America. Guys, his most known invention was for improving the light bulb. Edison's light bulb worked through a filament made of paper that burns out so quickly. Latimer then created a filament with a longer lasting carbon for the light bulb. This way our light bulb could last for much longer. bulb so many times in just a few hours, guys. How annoying would that be with having to buy loads of lights and then they'll run out of that and then you can't buy any more, and then if all of the lights can't work, that means there's no more. Now we change the light bulb after months and it's affordable. Today's sun light bulb can even last for years. Today let's look about this light bulb.
Oh, let's have a look.
Okay, come closer. Right guys, I'm going to show you filament. So where you see those strings wobbling when I do that, that is the filament. There. This is what Latimer's worked so hard on. The filament, Lewis Latimer made the use of electric light accessible for everyone. We have electric lights everywhere in the world. Lewis Latimer even wrote the first ever book on electric lighting. How cool is that, guys? His book is called Incandescent Electric Lighting. Guys, Lewis Latimer was even involved in the installation of public electric lights. He supervised in Philadelphia, New York, and London. Well, that means he really traveled the world.
Wow, Raya, Lewis Latimer created a timeless invention that will be used and developed for many years to come. But did you know, Raya, that Lewis Latimer didn't just create a brilliant, effective light bulb, he was also able to patent other inventions.
That's right, guys. Lewis Latimer isn't just a light bulb inventor. He created a safety elevator in 1894. He also created a book supporter to keep all your books neat on the shelf. He then created a device for cooling and disinfecting, and he created the first water closet in 1874. He even helped Alexander Graham Bell patent the telephone in 1876.
Wow, Raya, Lewis Latimer was truly an amazing inventor.
Yes, guys. Where would we be without Lewis Latimer's inventions? And without the history of other amazing African black inventions? When you switch on the light today, remember Lewis Latimer, everything you learned in this video. Maya Angelou's legacy can still be felt today. She wrote 36 books and many poems. Why don't you try to write your own poems later, guys? You never know, guys. You might come the next great poem. Maybe you could be on a coin one day. Kids Black History! Hi guys, I'm Rhea. Welcome back to another episode of Kids Black History! Today, guys, we're looking at a famous Black American poet.
What is a poet, Raya?
That's a great question. A poet is somebody who writes poems. Poems are a type of artistic writing that tries to stir a reader's imagination or emotions. Poets do this by carefully choosing and putting words together for their meaning, sound, and rhythm. Da 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 yeah 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 yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some poems, like nursery rhymes, are simple and funny. Other poems might try to tell some truth about life or tell a story or honor someone or something. One thing that makes poems different from other types of writing is the way they are put together. The words in a poem are put in lines, and groups of lines called stanzas. There are many different types of poem, guys, like haikus, which are small poems with 3 lines.
The first and last lines have 5 syllables, and the middle one has 7. They don't have to rhyme, guys. An example will be beautiful sunrise on a warm summer morning. I wait for a day's start. Other types of poems include sonnets, limericks, ballads, elegies, and free verse. Beep, beep, beep.
So what poet are we looking at today, Raya?
Maya Angelou!
Right guys, before we get into this video, I need you to do one little thing right now. If you don't, then you have to do a dare. Make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe the button down below. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subscribe! Welcome to the KBH family. Welcome to the KBH family. Maya Angelou is a Black American author, actress. I'm an actress, screenwriter, dancer. I love dancing. And poet, guys. She wrote 36 books and many poems. Look guys, it's in my diary. Her memoir, I Know Where the Caged Bird Sings, made literary history in 1969 as the first non-fiction bestseller by an African American woman. She then went on to win many awards, such as 2 NNACP Image Award in the Outstanding Literary Work category and a Grammy for Best Spoken Word Album. Maya became a poet after lots of other jobs as a young adult, included as a cast member of a European tour of Porgy and Bess and a singer of calypso music in nightclubs in the 1950s. Many of the songs she wrote during that time found their way to her poetry collections. She also wanted to convey her views and inspire others, which she did through her writings. Some of her most famous poems include Africa, Touched by an Angel, Alone, The Caged Bird, and On the Pulse of Morning, which was written by Angelou and performed for President Bill Clinton's inauguration into the White House. Maya's poems had a massive impact in America. She wrote about what she believed in and never gave up on her beliefs. Her books and poems changed how people thought about things and gave a voice to Black women across the US. Now let's look at some famous lines from Maya's poems.
If one is lucky, a solitary fantasy can totally transform a million realities. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. No, nobody but nobody can make it out here alone. Fall gently, snowflakes, cover me with white, cold, icy kisses, and let me rest tonight.
Right guys, let's look at some fun facts about Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou was born on April the 3rd, 1928. In her early life, she became San Francisco's first Black streetcar conductor. Before writing novels and poems, Angelou became a calypso dancer and singer near San Francisco. Maya moved to Ghana in 1962 and worked as an administrator at the University of Ghana. Angelou wrote her words in a hotel room. She authored autobiographies, cookbooks, and even greeting cards. Maya Angelou's legacy can still be felt today. it will be announced that she will be one of many women to appear on a quarter-American coin. How amazing is this, guys? Maya Angelou's poems have changed the life, guys.
Change the life?
Change the world? Why don't you try to write your own poems later, guys? You never know, guys. You might come the next great poem. Maybe you could be on a coin one day. I hope you like watching this video on Kids Black History. Don't forget to check out all our other episodes on Kids Black History and Rhea from Blay. And don't forget to smash the thumbs up and subscribe the button down below. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye.